The Reds are back in action this Sunday as they take on Spurs in the Premier League. The Reds will be looking to get back to winning ways after drawing in our last league match. In today's video, we have some huge news ahead of the clash as a twist has emerged. But first, hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more Liverpool content. This video is sponsored by Clothing. Clothing is a Liverpool clothing site owned by match-going fans. Each design is limited edition and is perfect to wear on a match day, on the terraces at Anfield, down your local, or cozy in the comfort of your own home. As stated, each design is limited edition, and if a product is showing out of stock, they will not be restocking the item, so if you have your eye on something, grab it fast. Lastly, Clothing wants fellow Reds to be 100% satisfied with their orders, so if there is a reason you're not happy, they will refund you with no questions asked. Head over to clothing.com or down into the link in the description to get all of your Liverpool merchandise. Anyway, let's get back into today's video. Firstly though, Arne Slot earned his 20th win as Liverpool head coach on Wednesday night with the 2-1 victory over Southampton, in doing so equaling a 136-year-old record. Slot watched his 24th game in charge from the stands at St Mary's, serving a one-match suspension for an accumulation of domestic yellow cards. But while assistants Sipka Hulshoff, John Heitinger and the vocal Aaron Briggs were the presence on the touchline, it was still very much a victory of Slot's design. It was his 20th win in 24 games as head coach of Liverpool, with still only one defeat on his record since taking over from Jurgen Klopp in the summer. According to Opta, Slot is only the second manager in history to win 20 of his first 24 games in charge of a club in the English top flight, the other being Preston's William Siddell in 1888/89. That is no mispronunciation. It is the fastest any coach has reached 20 victories in all competitions with a side in England's top league in 136 years. It should therefore be no surprise that Slot currently holds by far the best win rate of any Liverpool manager in history, 83.3%. His Liverpool side have been scoring at a higher rate, 2.25, than any other manager since John McKenna, 3.2 per game, who coached the Reds in 1895-86. They are also conceding fewer goals per game, 0.75, than any Liverpool manager since Joe Fagan, 0.74. Of course, that comes due to a small sample size, but nevertheless it underlines the unbelievable task the Dutchman is pulling off in his first half season at Anfield. In his 24 games in charge so far, Slot's side have only conceded 18 goals, and only on one occasion have they shipped more than 2 goals in a single game, that being the recent 3-3 draw with Newcastle. The only other side to find the back of Liverpool's net as often as Newcastle this season is Southampton, who are responsible for 16.7% of the goals they have conceded so far. Liverpool's goalkeepers, of which 3 have featured in, have kept clean sheets in 12 fixtures. The obvious data behind Slot equaling this 136-year-old record is outstanding, but he will only be happy if it continues and the Reds finish the season with silverware. In some huge news ahead of the clash with Liverpool, Tottenham are expected to welcome back 2 players to their squad for Liverpool's visit on Sunday, but Ange Postecoglou will remain without 8 due to injury and suspension. Arne Slot takes his side to North London on Sunday in the first of 3 games before the end of the year, with a win needed to keep the advantage at the top of the table. Liverpool will be without just Ibrahima Konate and Conor Bradley for the Premier League clash, a considerably shorter injury list than Spurs. Postecoglou will be without Guglielmo Vicario, Christian Romero, Mickey van der Ven, Ben Davies, Wilson Odobah, Mikey Moore, Richarlison and the suspended Rodrigo Bentancur on Sunday. He is, however, expecting to have Timo Werner, illness and Destiny Udogie, thigh, back in contention after the duo both missed their win over Man United in the League Cup. Speaking ahead of Sunday's match, Postecoglou told reporters, "Timo was unwell yesterday, so we've got 48 hours before the game. Hopefully he'll recover, and the plan is that Destiny should be okay." With 4 injuries to the defence, Spurs will be expected to keep 18-year-old Archie Gray at centre-back in front of 36-year-old Fraser Forster in goal, whose confidence was shaken in midweek. Tottenham currently sit 10th in the table on 23 points as their inconsistent form continues, which recently saw them give up a 2-0 lead against Chelsea and stutter in Thursday's 4-3 win. Slot was complimentary about his counterpart when he spoke to the press on Friday morning though, complimenting the brand and style of football and questioning how you can be too attacking. In response, Postecoglou said, "I appreciate the kind words from somebody who is making his own impact in the game. I think most fellow managers, whether they agree with my approach, will understand where I'm coming from. That respect is mutual for me. We've all got really difficult tasks and we go about it in our way. I appreciate the sentiment." On Sunday's game itself, he added, "We'll play our football because that's what is winning us games. That's what we will do against Liverpool. They are a fantastic side and are going really well. Arnie has come in, and it's not easy when you're taking over from somebody with the status of Jurgen Klopp. They're very settled as a team, and they've quality within the starting 11 and in the squad. You saw them last week when they were a man down. They have real belief at the moment. The standout team in the competition so far. Predicted Spurs, Ihixt, Forster, Porro, Gray, Dragusin, Udogi, Sarr, Bissouma, Kulusevski, Maddison, Son, Solanke." Liverpool head coach Arne Slot admires the ambition shown by Trent Alexander-Arnold in wanting to be remembered as the world's best right-back, but reminded the defender he needs the team in order to do so. In an interview this week, the England international said his motivation was to build a legacy which would see him spoken about long after he had retired. Those comments inevitably will raise questions about the long-term aspirations of the 26-year-old, who is out of contract in the summer and has persistently been linked with Real Madrid, the home of regular Ballon d'Or winners. But Slot was happy for Alexander-Arnold to set his ambitions high, as long as they contributed to the success of the team. "I definitely like this in a player. I think this is something every player must have. If you play at this level, if you don't have this, you probably don't play at this level," said the Dutchman. "All the top players have this. They want to be special, they want to be the best. If that's not what you have, I think it is so hard to put the effort in to stay fit, to be good every 3 days. You always see them during the game, and you probably think what a life these players have. And it is true they have a great life, but they have to put a lot of work in to be able to at their best every 3 days. That is not given to everyone, that mentality and discipline, and therefore that's the mentality of a top player, and part of that is you need and want to be the best possible player in your position, or the best player in the world." In terms of fitness, Slot said only defenders Ibrahima Konate, knee, and Connor Bradley, hamstring, remain sidelined as they prepare for the start of the busy festive period with Sunday's trip to Tottenham. "These are the two that don't train. It is quite difficult because I thought Connor would have been back already, so let's wait and see," he added. Liverpool's run over the Christmas and New Year period is not excessively taxing, with an 8 p.m. Boxing Day kickoff at home to Leicester, followed by a trip to West Ham 3 days later, with a week's break before the visit of Manchester United. "We put a lot of effort in pre-season and made the decision to give them quite a lot of days off, and I still think we find the benefits," said Slot, of how they were managing the fitness of players. "In Holland, some of the clubs only gave them 7 or 8 days off, and they got injured. I have to make compliments for the performance staff. I think it is only 2 injuries left and a few are coming back. We only missed 2 on the training ground." That brings us to the end of today's video. Let us know your thoughts down in the comments section below. If you enjoyed it, please do hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more daily Liverpool content. Thank you.